Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Kitchen. Today we are reviewing Gremlins. Now, Gremlins, I actually totally forgot was a Christmas movie. I was actually looking through, my DVDs and trying to find a Christmas movie to review, because this year I was very unprepared when it came to Christmas in terms of movie-wise. I've got Jingle All the Way, Scrooged, Home Alone movies, which I didn't think many people wanted to see Home Alone 3 and 4 reviewed. In terms of one, Home Alone 3 isn't a Christmas movie, it's set in January, and Home Alone 4 is not that great, to be honest. But Jingle All the Way and Scrooge I've already reviewed, and I've probably reviewed some other Christmas movies. Christmas Carol, Elf, I think I reviewed. So I kind of was looking for something good to review. But I totally forgot that I had Gremlins there. It's been sitting there for an entire year. I bought it last year from H&V with the Funko Pop thingy with it. And the other day I sat down and finally watched Gremlins, and what do I think of it? It's amazing. It generally is. It may even be one of my favourite Christmas movies, or movies of all time. Well, let's talk about the plot. So Billy's dad goes to some man in Chinatown, or whatever, and he buys this very strange pet. I can't think of what the exact name. I know it's Gizmo, but I can't think of the exact species. So we call it Gremlin Type 1. So he buys a Gremlin Type 1, and he gets certain rules. One of them is don't feed it after midnight. The other ones don't get it wet. And there was one more. One more. Oh yeah, it doesn't like the light. That's the other one. And of course he gives it to his son Billy for Christmas. And before you know it, those rules end up getting broken, and all hell breaks loose. First of all, it starts off with them accidentally spilling some water, and making multiple Gremlins Type 1. And then eventually, the Gremlin Type 1 trick Billy by breaking his clock, and he ends up feeding him after midnight and stuff, and making them into the evil, sort of green evil Gremlins. And before you know it, they're cutting loose, they're multiplying, they're jumping in water, eating food, just causing chaos across the entire kind of town. And what they get up to, whew, let me tell you, it's so entertaining. So entertaining. What they get up to. One of my favourite scenes has to be where all the Gremlins are in the bar, and it's just causing havoc. Some of them got guns shooting each other. One of them's like they're just sitting there all drinking their pints and having a whole merry time. It's just amazing. I will say one thing that I do love about this movie is I believe it's all puppet and animatronic and other kind of ways how they made the wall move and stuff. And I will give a lot of credit to that. That is fantastic. Okay, I've made lots and lots of in terms of my reviews, I've always said that I'm not a big fan of CGI, and sometimes CGI can look awful, bad. Sometimes CGI can be really good, but mainly 50% it ends up looking very unrealistic, and you can tell that it's CGI. But with Gremlins, I haven't checked this by the way, I believe it's all puppetry, animatronics and other kind of ways how they brought the Gremlins to life, which I think is fantastic, and it was a great idea to go with. And to be honest, CGI wasn't exactly amazing back then. And it really wasn't fully developed as it is as it is now, sorry. The main character of Billy, I do quite like him. I do like the Billy's family. One of the most shocking moments, I think, for me, comes when when Billy's mom's in the house and all the green Gremlins they had upstairs kind of invade their house, invade the kitchen and stuff, and one of them's in the blender, and his mom just turns on the blender, and you just see that, all the green guts and stuff going up on the. I say guts, it's just blood or whatever. Oh my god. I had to pause the movie and actually kind of take that in for a second. Because I was not expecting her to just press the button like that. Honestly. I can't think of the other ways. She stabs one of them, doesn't she? She stabs another one of the green ones. I just find that completely, generally shocking. It's great. It's amazing. I don't know why. I find that scene I just didn't think that they would go that far. Then again, it is rated 15, so what do you expect, Jack? What else? Billy's dad. We'll talk about him for a back second. I do like how his character makes inventions. I feel like one kind of funny gag that I like throughout the entirety of the movie is most of his gadgets end up failing. One of the ones is the juicer. You know, when Billy puts like, I don't know, like an orange or something into the juicer and it kind of just like, you know, goes everywhere along the kitchen. And his kind of handy, I can't think what it's called, but he has the, like the contraption that has like a toothbrush or razor. I like how that, like every time he uses it, just squirts all over him. The toothpaste, and I found that to be quite, you know, it's funny. Yeah, I do also, I think that just the key highlight is just the Gremlins just causing havoc, and I really can't, you know, talk about every single many little detail that I like, because there's so much I like. One thing I also like is when one of the green ones, they go into the pool, and all like the foam and stuff, it just starts bubbling, it's all go green and smoke, it's really cool. I found it to be quite a nice like effect when he breaks into the school and Billy's after him. Let's, I guess, come to the conclusion of this, considering all I've talked about is moments I like. Is there anything I dislike? Not really. There's not too much really I dislike about this movie. I would consider it to be not almost perfect. I don't think there's a movie ever that is perfect. But I will say, this movie it does a lot right, and it's just complete chaos, this movie, and it's just such a fun movie to watch. Anyway, let's come down to the rating, and well, I love this movie, it's great, it's fantastic. I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. Why 9.5? Because it's bloody good, that's why. Honestly. I feel like if you've never seen Gremlins, go check it out this Christmas. I know this video is going to be quite late up on the Christmas, kind of like, in terms of, yeah, by the time this is released, I'm aiming for a Monday release, which would be the 23rd, I think, of December, or 24th, depending on me editing and stuff. I do recommend you go check out this movie. It is a great movie, it is a classic, and it deserves to have the title classic. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all.